Hey, you!
It's not what I heard.
Okay, let's go.
Where?
It's a bad
Let us
day.
take Vatris's ornament back.
Then let's go. Follow me.
He doesn't see that. I can't help it.
Nobody ever asked you to work.
That's not what I heard.
But Enos beheld what Beliar had done, and he also bestrode the land and chose the human.
Someone's gonna do the work.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Someone's gonna do the work.
Now that we're no longer in town and cannot be overheard, let me tell you a little more. We are now going to take this ornament that you brought me back to Saturas. You remember Saturas, don't you?
Certainly. He was the leader of the water mages in the new camp.
We lads from the former new camp still have good relations with the water mages. Even Lee will still protect the water mages against any danger today if it's within his power. To keep up the contact with the water mages, I'm in town most of the time, working together with Vatris. And this is the armor that is issued to each of us by the water mages. The members of the Ring of Water have been wearing such armor since before the Orc Wars.
What is Cavalorn's part in this? He wasn't a follower of the new camp as far as I know.
You are right. Our community has grown. Even I do not know how many there are by now. But let us move on. I want to get further away from the city. We can talk more about it later.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
It's better to watch out before you tell one.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Just look at that mess under the bridge over there. I haven't seen anything like it in my entire life. Those swine should be exterminated, I tell you.
What happened?
I was traveling with my helpers when those horrible brutes came jumping on my cart out of the blue and butchered everybody. I'm lucky that I still know how to dish out a decent right hook, or they would have killed me too.
Who were those people?
The bandits. Who else? They took over the bridge up there. They rob everybody who tries to pass the bridge. I knew they were lurking up there, so I passed under the bridge instead. But my cart and my goods must have been too tempting for them. Those scumbags simply jumped from the bridge directly onto my cart. I should have tried to steal past in the night.
That stuff there under the bridge is yours?
The cart, the goods, everything.
Look, I collected some of your stuff for you.
You can keep it. None of it is really of any value to me. The only thing that's irreplaceable are the 3 stone tablets they stole from me.
Stone tablets?
The water mage in town wants to buy them from me, and I promised he'd get them. I must have them back at any cost, or my reputation will be tarnished.
What would a water mage want with them?
He said he was going to study them, and asked me to bring him more.
Where did you get those stone tablets?
I found them near old buildings, such as mausoleums or sometimes in caves. I've already sold a whole bunch of them to the water mages in town. They're pretty rare down here, though. I found most of them northeast of Corinus.
Why don't you simply go looking for new ones?
During that melee with the bandits, I sprained my ankle. I can still hobble along, but I don't want to walk very far on this foot.
I need information about a weapons delivery for the bandits.
Weapons delivery? Yes, I know about that. Some swine from the city sold them so many weapons that they could barely carry them all. Some of them are kept on the bridge where those bastards attacked me. The rest of them were probably hauled past Bengar's farm on the high pastures. Maybe the bandits wanted to take them across the pass.
Where are those high pastures?
Orland's Tavern is located just about the center of the island of Corinus. It's called the Dead Harpy. There's a way south from there. It leads to the high pastures and the entrance to the pass to the Valley of Mines.
Are you a citizen of the town?
Haven't been in ages, boy. There's no love lost between me and the corrupt swine in the upper quarter of Corinus. I used to have quite a bit of influence there, you know, but that was months ago.
You managed to drive back the bandits?
Yes, but I'm sure they're still up there on the bridge.
Can you teach me how to hit hard like that?
Of course I can.
What's wrong? Are you still holding up?
That fellow over there has problems with bandits.
Too bad for him, but we don't have time for that now.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me.
Nothing to be had there.
Don't you break down on me now.
Stop blabbing. Let's move on.
Stay close behind me. The water mages are all beside themselves. They've been digging at an excavation site in the northeast for weeks. It's anybody's guess what they're trying to find there. It all started when the earth began trembling like it did in the worst times of the barrier. Horrible stone creatures emerged from the ground, slaying everyone who went within 100 feet of them. The water mages took the matter in hand and destroyed those hostile invaders. And now they're digging down there, searching for an explanation for these strange events. But you will soon see for yourself.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me. There's another of those scummy beasts. Can you still go on?
Yeah. Let's move on.
Stay close behind me. So much for you, filthy beast. Right. It could get dangerous here.
Let's move on.
Keep back a little. We're here. Here, take the ornament. The water mages must be in there somewhere. Take it to them. If you should meet any beasts down in that hole in the ground that look like they're too much for you, flee forward to Saturas. He'll take care of the beast for you. I need to go back. And one more thing. Don't even think about strolling around for long with this ornament. Go directly to Saturas. See you. Stop goofing off. Take that ornament to Saturas already.
Traveling so far from home, out here you have to be careful, especially when you're all by yourself.
What are you doing out here?
Well, the tavern is too expensive for me. That's why I settled here. The previous inhabitants don't seem to need it anymore.
Who used to live in this camp?
No idea. Probably some hunters. I suppose it got too dangerous for them out here.
Isn't it too dangerous out here?
Well, not if you can defend yourself. My crossbow has already proven to be of service many times.
It's not all that big.
But deadly if you know how to handle it. I used to have a bigger one. Unfortunately, I lost it. I ventured too far north into the mountains. There's a big stone circle there with a sacrificial altar. While I was hunting scavengers up there, these vile undead beings came out of the woods and attacked me. All I could do was run for my life. While I was running, the crossbow slipped from my hand. I bet it's still lying up there by that strange stone circle in the north.
Can you teach me something?
Before I teach you anything, you'll have to improve your dexterity.
Look who's just turned up. The farmer boy. You're just in time.
That was obvious all along.
I've got no time for things like that.
Who are you?
I'm Orlan, the keeper of this here modest tavern. What are you looking for, stranger? Maybe a decent sword, or a good piece of armor? A good swig from the country stills, or just some information? I can give you all that and more if your coins ring.
He insisted he knew better.
Am I being paranoid, or are you staring at my ring?
That was
Well,
obvious.
I'm not quite sure what to make of that.
I couldn't care less.
Man, I belong to the Ring of Water.
Do you now? Hard to believe they'd pick such a moron. What do you want?
I never knew that.
Do you know that fellow with the eye patch?
I've seen him here before.
That isn't true.
Nasty piece of work. Back then, he moved into one of my upstairs rooms, along with a huge
You
crate.
don't have to tell me that.
He had to be constantly nagged about paying the rent for his room. And even then, he took his own sweet time
Been
about
there,
it.
done that.
Then, one day, he vanished, just like that, along with the crate. I don't want anything to do with the likes of
Will
him.
never change.
What kind of armor can you offer me?
I have here a very nice piece that is sure to please you.
Same old thing all over again.
I'll think about it.
As you like, but don't wait too long.
That was no big deal.
How much do you charge for a room?
Never knew that.
For a brother of the ring? Nothing.
Here's the key to the upper
Things
rooms.
like that.
You pick one for yourself.
Don't tell me you
How's it
didn't
going with your tavern?
Times have been better, you know?
No
People's
worries.
purses aren't as open as they used to be.
know. You hardly know who to believe these days.
And that's the truth.
That's been known a long time.
That was no big deal.
Is it really true?
That will never change.
Do you really believe that?
I'm staying out of it.
Do you really believe that?
Tell me that isn't true.
Will it ever change?
It was his decision, wasn't it?
That's all just gossip. That's no secret.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
You just have to listen.
Is it? Will it ever change?
Nobody wants to know.
That's really not my problem.
I couldn't care less.
That's not what I heard.
I couldn't get away with that.